So my name is Matthew Vorderstrass. I'm the Executive Director of the North Bend City Coos Curry Housing Authorities, and the site that we are standing on will be the future home of the North Bend Family Housing Project. What this will do is this site will help us bring 176 total units to the North Bend and Coos Bay communities. This lot going over there to Rite Aid is basically where phase one for the first 105 units is going to be at. Over here, towards the Broadway side, that will be where Building A will end up going. Building A will be kind of a street frontage spot, but that'll also be where Coos Health and Wellness and Property Management will also be placed. That'll also be where the community center. And so we'll also be providing spaces for our partners to be able to come in and provide services, but also, or like Fair Housing Council, for example, when they're coming in to do trainings. So the field that you're currently sitting on is actually going to be the site of phase two. So phase two will be the additional 71 units, and what that will be is a large building that will be over there, and then a courtyard that will kind of flow into the rest of the campus. The current housing stock that we have in the South Coast is beginning to age out of its lifespan, and so being able to bring new builds like this will not only provide new resources for families in the community, but it'll also give us a new foundation to build on. The site really signifies the beginning of a new partnership and a new, really a new system alignment that's happening down here in Coos County.
So my name is Scott Cooper. I'm the Executive Director of Alternative Youth Activities. We are a community-based organization that educates about 200 kids a year, youth. Right now are housing about 100 youth and families through various locations and funding streams. Gave away 32 tons of food and have a workforce program that has helped about 100 youth get jobs in the last year. So we're about to go to the Charleston project, and this was an Operation Turnkey. It's a little bit different because it wasn't a motel. We took a old school that had been abandoned and not used for many years, converted the classrooms into apartments, which you're about to see in a minute, and then took the library and the gym and converted into, well, the one is a pre-apprenticeship, Bureau of Labor and Industry pre-apprenticeship program in renewable energy, and the other one is a collaboration with another nonprofit that does more manufacturing and woodworking. Youth we deal with a lot of multi-generational poverty here. They don't even know the potential sometimes that they have. I've had youth tell me that, oh, I'm just going to go clean hotel rooms like my mother did. And I look and go, no, you want to own that hotel. So helping kids to dream, as I like to say, is something that we do all the time.
So my name is Diana Carter. I'm the founder and executive director for Brookings Core Response, based in Brookings, and we serve Curry County. So Brookings Core Response is a grassroots nonprofit that was founded 3 years ago in late 2021 as a response to a lot of the increased homelessness that we saw in the area due to COVID and other economic factors. So this is a 18-unit affordable housing project. It's veterans housing, and so veterans have preference. And in Curry County, we have one of the largest homeless vet populations, and so that's kind of why we chose this as our initial project. So there'll be 18 units here, and then we'll have some additional land to expand and build additional cottages on at a later time and develop it. So yeah, the services in the community room is probably my favorite part, and then we have a little pocket park that's being built up at the front with Gold Beach Main Street. The city of Gold Beach was really excited that we took that on. The community room is really, the intention behind that is some of these units are really small, and so people are going to need space to, maybe they need a birthday party or they want to have people over for a dinner, and so there'll be a space where they can have a kitchen, a sitting area, like a living room. There'll be bathrooms, laundry. So it's like additional space that we can give them that's not in their own living spaces. One of the One of the really great things too has been working with our housing authority and working so closely with AYA. It's been really wonderful to work with them because of the shared knowledge, and most of us are lay people in this.
And one of the things that I think is really exciting about this is when we look at all the components of the investments that's going on and the housing that's being built, between the housing authority, between the work that AYA is doing, and even the work that Brookings Core Response is doing down in Curry County, OHCS has touched all of these projects.
So it's really about looking around at the community partners and figuring out what is going to make success. It doesn't mean that I always have to, that it's our program. We collaborate way more than we do things. But knowing how to be a good collaborator is key.
OHCS has been helping us steward this work along over the past couple years to build a new system that will build a new network of partners so that we can create a service network of not only housing providers, but also behavioral health care providers, school providers, educational providers, shelter work, everything that would be needed within a continuum of care. And so collectively, the partnership with Oregon Housing Community Services is allowing us to build a system-wide network for the entire South Coast. And North Bend Family Housing really signifies the start of building that network.
That's going to be the largest build in Coos and Curry County since the 1980s. We have been flat on houses. We might build one or two, but we take one or two off. It's been flat for years.
And so now there are entities throughout the coast that have that knowledge and can build off of that and work with each other. So it's actually created a really strong connection in the housing world, and having Matt at the Housing Authority has been a game changer for all of us because he has a heart in Southern Oregon. He has the development background, he understands nonprofit work.
This is providing people an opportunity to have hope. In many cases, because we haven't been building as quickly as we have needed to over this last several decades, being able to have a win like the North Bend Family Housing Project, but also have a public housing agency step into the role of anchoring these different conversations to create these partnerships and this network of service providers, it's providing a new sense of collaboration.